by the road. Hey, I've seen this movie 1,000 times. Oh, you got them whiskey eyes. Same bar, but just a different night. I know this is going. Hey, I've seen this movie 1,000 times. Like your mama didn't raise you right. Same car, but just a different ride. I know this is going. Oh, you got them whiskey eyes. Oh, you got them whiskey eyes. I know you're gonna miss me when you got them whiskey.
How you doing there, folks? Welcome to episode 88. Two fat ladies, 88.
88.
We want to say a massive
Happy birthday.
we want to say a massive thanks to this week's episode sponsor. And this is a kind of tied in thing. We like this. But as you could probably guess who the sponsor is. It's
Paddy's back again.
It's like Paddy Powerful Bottles threw up in it. But you wouldn't throw up because dog is dog. We want to say a massive thanks to Paddy Powerful Bottles for jumping on sponsoring episode 88 and our special guest, none other than Mr. Paddy Powerful himself, Paddy Diver. Just want to say, Paddy, thanks for jumping on, sponsoring a wee podcast. We love it whenever the guests can sponsor the episode, you know what I mean? So you can come on and chat about what you're actually doing, but sponsor-wise as well, because we do a wee ad, but there's no better ad than you on here chatting about your bottles, you know what I mean?
That's it, you see, that's why I wanted to come and just talk it out.
But
What episode was Paddy on?
it's
Pretty early, wasn't it?
For all
He's
you
on
don't
here.
For all you don't know, Paddy was on before actually with defective blocks. Jeez, I don't know. That's a brave.
That was a brave way to go,
Brave
Well,
way to
you
go.
check, Mark will check. But he's on this time to chat about Paddy Powerful Bottles. But again, thanks a million for calling up. We know you're flat to the mat, so thanks for taking an hour out and having a wee chat with us. And we're actually really looking forward to hearing all about these bottles. We want to know first before you start anything, right? Because we were like, how does someone start this?
That's a brilliant question.
That's what we want to know, because we were chatting about it earlier. We do a wee bit of research on people coming on to see the crack is, and we're like, how does someone start this?
Well, I'll tell you, I'll give a wee trip down memory lane here now of how I started. And if you would have told me that superfoods existed and I could have made something into a bottle and it would help cure the aches and pains that I had, I would say you're bonkers. But the way it happened to me was, I was in construction, just ordinary Joe soap, eating out of delis, down concreting, all the rest, putting on pipes, driving diggers, jumping on and out of, up onto down dumpers, etc., and the next minute, as the years went on, the pain started kicking onto me. I was always wild sore. It was getting worse and worse. And then the morning times, it just got to the stage that putting on my socks was a bother. Everything was a bother. There'd be a load of concrete sitting waiting at us, maybe at 7 o'clock. I would have to get up about 5:30 before the van and try and stretch out a bit, because I knew this was going to be hell on earth trying to just jump straight into it. So, fair play to my sister, she started telling me about superfoods, but then I went 4 years undiagnosed, kept going for MRI scans, kept going for everything. I was eating narcoxia tablets like there's no tomorrow all the time to get you through the day. And the next minute, thank God, on one hand, I got diagnosed. I had a bad arthritis form called ankylosing spondylitis. Now, the more I got into it, the more you learn about arthritis. Like there's an osteoarthritis arthritis.
Rheumatoid.
That's nearly all common to us all, wear and tear. Then there's a rheumatoid arthritis. And then what I learned about it all is it's all caused by inflammation. So the injection they gave me was a Humira injection, and I would have just you want to see the show click. It's something you'd think you give a horse, spring loaded, you press it onto your leg.
Jesus Christ.
Unreal, like, and you press it on, you see the wee line going down, and next thing you know, that's on you, right? Away you go, ready to go again. Listen, it was a life changer to me. It was absolutely brilliant. But the problem was, as the years goes on, you get immune to it. So the pain started coming back again, and not even that, they're sore in your heart. Right. Like, God rest a man down the road from us passed away, and that's when the sister says to me, you need to start looking after your health. Like, you need to take us serious. You're not on Humira injections for nothing. That's to do with inflammation. So next thing then she started making me this wee concoction and a bit of turmeric and ginger, a bit of lime, and I thought to myself, listen, she's good enough to make it. Too bad I couldn't take it. So I started taking it away, and I realised when I was down doing a bit of concrete, I was more flexible. I could get into wee corners I couldn't have. I could reach farther than I couldn't have. Then I said to myself, you know what, there's something on this.
Something to this.
So next thing then I used to drive to Dublin to work, as the boys would be all sleeping in the Monday mornings, be up at 3:30, head for Dublin. Then I started listening to podcasts. Started listening to Barbara O'Neill's. Started listening to Gary Breakis, Dr. Berg's. Listening to all the podcasts, and you know what, boys, to be honest, I was like blown away. Like Barbara O'Neill is just talking pure common sense, talking about superfoods are put in the country or in the ground for a reason. And it's like years ago, the more I listened to it, then you hear these things that would get you in. Like during all the wars, they used to use garlic as like an antibiotic and keeps away the flus and infections. So if two people were at war, that's what they gave all the soldiers, was garlic, and kept them all going. Because if one went down and an infection flew through the crew, they weren't going to win the war, were they? Like,
No.
so next thing then, so that wasn't the garlic side of stuff. Then you went on to then you started listening then about turmeric. Turmeric helps with the kidneys. Turmeric helps reduce inflammation, improves the digestion. Then the more you get into it, then you're. So I started making a bottle of it on ice. Next thing then, through the years, I started tweaking it. Turmeric and ginger and all the rest. So the more I got into it, then I started making a bottle.
Was it for yourself?
Just for myself.
Right.
And the next thing, but like being honest, some people think, oh, no, anybody could make a bottle. Definitely, anybody can. But see the state of the kitchen and see the stain of the turmeric and see the prepping of it, and oh God, it's bonkers. So it was nearly as handy for me to make 10 bottles as well. And I used to give it to father-in-law, give it to the uncle, give it to a lot of neighbours. And next thing, they were people that were having sore knees, weren't having sore knees. Do you know what I mean? Like, so just kept going on. Next thing, I knew they worked. It was changed my life. I've been honest. I was back playing football. I was very scared to go off the Chimera because I remembered that the pain was like. So I stayed on it for a long time, along with the bottle. So I was taking, and the next thing, but instead of taking the 2 injections every 2 weeks, I took one. I took a half the dose for starters until I got the nerve to actually
come off it.
Go off it. And this is the crazy thing about it is they exist. Superfoods do exist, like. And the next thing, what way did I go then about it then? The migraine defective blocks took over my life then altogether. I went back to tablets. I was taking narcoxy tablets nearly every day. I hadn't time to make the bottles. I was just consumed about what's wrong. And the next minute then, when they got 4 counsellors and a TV, and it was kind of, you knew it was to save hands. Went back to start looking after my health and decided I was nearly ready to go back to Dublin to work. And I thought, you know what? These bottles work, like. And there's more and more of them out there. Like I was down in Monaghan. There's one down there at way down by Monaghan. It was about £30. I was like, geez, £30. Looked at the back ingredients, and there was only turmeric, ginger, garlic, and lime. And I thought, geez, there's no way in earth this bottle's better than mine, like, because I have turmeric, ginger. I organised mine around beetroot, because beetroot helps boost athletic performances, helps boost your stamina. It's good for the heart.
That's one of the best superfoods, beetroot.
It is supposed to be one of the best.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own best, like, but me, beetroot is second only to water that everybody should be taking, and we don't really know much about it. That's what annoyed me about it, boys, being honest. What really annoyed me about it was I had to get all this information myself, because I was in pain and I had all this. I could not believe that I wasn't taught this in school. Like, how, when after all the years in school you are, and all the time I went to doctors, and all the times I got my bloods taken, and went for MRI scans, went 4 years undiagnosed, nobody ever thought to tell me this one word, inflammation. That word inflammation, folks, is just, that's the be end and end all of the nearly all the main serious illnesses in the world. You go your fibromyalgias, underactive thyroid, your guts, arthritis. The list goes on. I've got like the mic's here now, but normally I'm just running about pulling things out of here about reviews and stuff that I've learnt down through the times with the Dr. Bergs and Gary Breakis. It's all scientifically proven. And the more you went on to listen to the Barbara Neils and the Gary Breakers, and next thing then, so when we started putting it out then onto for sale for a couple of farm shops, I thought to myself, we'll see how they go. I'll still have to do my job, obviously, I thought. But we'll put them onto a couple of wee farm shops, see how they go, a wee bit of thing on the side. We're making a small wee way of going, and the next minute then, from that day on, what was working for me started working for other people, and next thing they would tell other people, and then the word of mouth went about, and now it's just like, it's, I couldn't have gone no more shops at the minute, like, and that's how crazy it is. Like, how would you think you wouldn't be fit to go? I get pestered with, not pestered, it's the wrong word. People saying, Jesus, what kind of business are you running? We're looking for the bottles in your shop, but you can't supply me. And I'm really like, you can only make so much. It's because it's a unique way we make it. There's some other ones out there, and they could kind of go, you could go cold press, you can go and you put in, you pasteurize, and it could last for 6 weeks or something like that there. You kill the bacteria when you pasteurize it, and then you kill the goodness as well. Like, so that's not the road we went. It's like a case. It's like a wee secret ingredient. We kind of steep some of the ingredients, boil it old traditional way, the right time. The rest I'm not gonna say because anybody could do it, you know yourself.
Yeah.
But listen, I have massive belief in the bottle, and not even that. The reviews. It's one of the best jobs you could ever be on, because a man phoned me from Kerry one day and he says to me, he says, I just want to phone you. I don't want you to put my name out there. He says, I just want to tell you, he says, that I used to love doing the ring of Kerry, cycling the bicycle. And he says, and I haven't been cycling the bicycle for over the last 3 years because you need to use your knees to be cycling. You need to be fit to turn around, see if there's anything coming. You need to be a bit flexible to be out going on the bike. And he started the bottles. And as I always say, take the bottles, give it a good shake. Please don't think it's a one bottle wonder bottle, because it takes a while to get into your system. You know what I mean? Take a week to get into your system. And why I say take a 30-day trial is, some people get early results, but after 30 days you'll know. You'll know. And that's why I push people to the 30 days. And your man, he done it, and it was just such a nice phone call. Hey, he just phoned to thank you.
From Kerry?
From Kerry, boy in Kerry. We'd post them as well, you see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What, delivery, like?
Aye, we post them. They're posted. They're made the same day as they're.
What is the shelf life?
Up in 3 weeks for shelf life.
3 weeks?
Aye. But whenever you open
Has
the
to be
bottle,
refrigerated though.
it has to be refrigerated. At the minute, there's a bottle away to the lab now to see how long I can keep it out of the refrigeration, because in this time of year, there's no bother at all, say, posting it. You know what I mean? In the summertime, if the heat goes bad, we don't get too much heat in this country anyway, but if it goes really bad, we do express posts where you get there in 2 days. So the labs now is going to tell us now exactly, bang, bang, till the point, because everything has to be kind of done right. Like, being honest, whenever I went onto this here, I just got a bottle, but health is wealth on it. If you're sick of aches and pains, then I was kind of educated that how long on it, you can't have health as wealth in your bottle. And I'm like, but why not? There does health as your wealth. And then I had immune booster in the bottle, and then it was like, oh, you can't have immune booster in your bottle. And I'm like, but if I'm standing in front of a stage and I have a bag of turmeric here in one hand and a bag of beetroot in the other hand, and somebody in the audience puts up their hand and I say, what's your question? And they say, what's the benefits of garlic, say? And I would say, well, garlic helps your blood pressure. That's an immune booster. Garlic's 100% immune booster. Turmeric's an immune booster. Beetroot's an immune booster. But because he used legislation, you're not allowed to call it immune booster. I'm telling you, it's bonkers. What I've learned, and that's kind of carry on as just cuckoo. Like, the HSE will be out visiting me, giving their dues. They're strict, but they're fair. But my God, not to go back to the defective blocks, if there was half as much regulations and queries,
It's mad. That's
we wouldn't
crazy.
be in
Jesus, mental.
Yeah.
It's nuts. You wouldn't believe the hoops that I would have had to go through to be fit to put that there to the public. And I'm just thinking, Jesus, like, it's a juice of just pure natural ingredients. There's no allergies to it. Anybody can take it, but you're really restricted to what you're allowed to say. I think I have a heap of leaflets out there. I know. See that leaflet up there? Pass me that leaflet at the minute. I want to show you out there.
What's the benefits of lime?
Benefits of lime. Well, lime helps detoxify the body, right? It supports reduced inflammation. Why we pick the lemons and the limes, etc., is because they're still anti-inflammatory foods, and they still and they make things easier to take, easier to drink. You know, like
A
see
wee
with
bit
the-
of flavour in it.
a wee bit of flavour in it. See, you know what I mean? See, they're like the garlic. Some people might not want to take it. And plus the fact limes, it's a good source of vitamin C as well. So it'll boost your energy, and it is helps your blood sugar levels too. And that's the thing about it. There's so much stuff out there that's going on, and everything's just tablet based now. Like, being honest, that's bonkers. Like a boy said to me one day, "I can't take your bottles." He says because I'm on blood thinning tablets, and I'm there, and I says like, "Have you got a stomach ulcer yet?" And he says to me, "How do you know? How do you know of a stomach ulcer?" That's true, because like long enough term, if you're on a blood thinning tablet, you'll have a stomach ulcer. But like me personally, I don't think, and I'm brave enough to say it. I don't think. I hope it won't come back to bite me. I don't think I'll ever be in a blood have to be in the position to be in a blood thinner, because people ask me, "Can I take the tablets when I'm on a blood thinner?" And me, I cannot believe the amount of people out there is on blood thinners. It's bonkers, because there's an aspirin, then there's I think a new one now called a Pixel, then there is another one called the warfarin. So the doctors don't mind you taking anti-inflammatory foods if you're on an aspirin, because it's only kind of like a weak one. If you're on a warfarin, that's more serious, because that helps thin the bloods and prevent clots. But in my eyes, just me being me, just what I believe, turmeric, ginger, and garlic thin your blood naturally, right? Then you coming behind that, you've got the garlic that's cleaning the blood. Then coming behind that, you've the ginger and the beetroot that's helping the blood circulation. So really and truly, you've got everything going perfectly, like a well-oiled machine. That's the way I see it, just in kind of basic terms. But my problem is, I'll never tell nobody not to take a tablet. But then, I don't understand. I just really don't understand how, whenever the hospitals have never been as full and packed, the doctors have never been as hard to get an appointment. How have we got to the stage that the two of them don't work hand in hand? Like, if you had needed, see if you had high blood pressure, and you talk about a ginger, and I would expect a doctor that cared about me to say to me, "You know what? Try a bit of ginger and a bit of beetroot, mix it a wee bit of lime. If that doesn't work, come back to me in a month's time, and if that doesn't work, I'll give you a tablet."
It's all to do. It's all to
Yeah.
do with money,
Give you-
Paddy. It's the pharmaceutical side of it.
Sad reality is that's kind of it seems to be like, you know, but for other people, I don't know. Like, we've got a Minister of Health, right, and then we've got a Minister of Education. So we were taught us as we grew up to watch what we eat. You know, everybody's kind of saying, "Oh, that's just Codswell," because I was in construction, like an ordinary Joe sheep, eating out of delis all the time, etc., etc. But the crazy reality is, people's getting stuff in a sore at 45, 50. Boys, that's far too young. If you look after yourself a bit better, or even have a balanced diet, or get anti-inflammatory foods in you, and this is what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to change the wheel and trying to tell everybody, listen, eat perfect, blah, blah, blah. I don't myself, so there's no point in saying any different. I do try. I try and change my habits. Like, there's a book down there called Habits. It's like, you get up in the morning, what do? We're normally always in a rush out the door. Scoop on maybe a cereal, slice of bread, cup of tea, out the door. If you just if we change that, see a bowl of cereal, 45% sugar. You'd like Cheerios or Frosties or something like that there, 45% sugar in the morning, and then bread, full of carbs, and you're not really getting on. Like, imagine
Sugar and bread too.
oh Jesus, sugar's bonkers, boss. What I've learned in the last lucky years just blows my mind. Like, there's energy drinks down there, Monster drinks and Red Bull, and I brought them as examples. But the amount of people that's getting diabetics now, the amount of people is getting type 1 and type 2, it's crazy. Like, never in the history of mankind has there been as much processed foods out there. And like, we're all just so convenience food now. But the knock-on effect is brutal. Like, I have a great good friend of mine, and he's diabetic. He's taking insulin, and I started asking him, "How did you get to diabetic?" Like, only whenever I got into bottles, I just thought it was something happened somewhere. And he turned around and he says, "No, he used to always drink Boost energy drinks, and when he was out then, I would have been working in Red Bull. So it was always energy drinks was getting onto him, and next thing then he went in from the type 2 to type 1, and that's him on the insulin. It's like, and a lot of that's to do with sugar. A lot of that's to do with education. Like if we were taught this here, that's what you'd expect to send your children to school. Your body is just your temple. Like if I said to you, right, I'm going to give you, or you're going to get a car for your 18th birthday, and you're only going to get one car for the rest of your life, brand new car, and you have to look after it. You'd make sure the air filters change, diesel filters change, everything you would make sure that was to last you a long time. You look at our own body. We've no way of servicing it. Do you know what I mean? And a way to service it is by taking superfoods, anti-inflammatory foods. Like them anti-inflammatory foods. See the arteries is going to your heart and all the rest. They help clean the plaque around the arteries. Do you know what I mean? Turmeric and ginger, that's what they do. So you can imagine the benefits of your inside, and then your digestive system's better, and it's like servicing your body, because there's no way on earth that it's like, if you look at it in mechanical terms, if you get oil drums of diesel and keep filling it in and don't change the filters, and one yacht's going to be harder to start, it's going to be harder to run, and all the rest. But if you've an oil yacht that you're kind of looking after, and all I'm saying is that if you've got a bottle in there, whenever you open the fridge, it's staring at you. All you have to do is shake it and get a drink into you. And you think about 80 ml of that a day, that's getting all around your system, all around your body, and that's working even when you think it's not working. Me personally, more and more people started buying it because they thought it would help with aches and pains. But me personally, I'm a massive believer there's a name in that bottle, could be like a preventer. Because I don't think I'll ever end up going in blood thinning tablets. I'm not saying nothing's ever going to go wrong with me, but I think it's going to prevent a lot of stuff whenever I keep drinking it and keeping the body in a good way.
Well oiled, more or less.
Yeah, that's the way I see it.
Is it one shot a day?
One shot a day, like a quarter a cup a day, and all you have to do is for 30 days. And even if any is out there and you're skeptical and thinking, I guess Codswell, he's only trying to sell a bottle and turn a pound. Listen, a turn a pound, nothing extravagant, but the best thing to do is give it a go. You've nothing to lose and everything to gain. Like there was a man, I just got a phone call one Sunday, and I was writing it down, as the phone call went on, Orla and McKenna's shop in Acknacloy was telling me, I actually asked her when the next time he's on, can we use his name for a story? Because he turned around and he says, what kind of carry-on's down here? He says, and they was laughing about the bottles and people buying them. Going out, and she started telling them a story about the last boy that just went out the door with Crohn's disease. And your man, the tone of his voice started changing. He says, Crohn's, because he had Crohn's. So when he went back in then, 3 weeks later, he asked for Orla. And they were busy in the shop. Fiona, she says, she's out the back here. He waited on. I had to get Gary. He came over. No, I had to get talking to Fiona. She came out then and she says, listen, I just want to thank you, he says, because I did not believe a word of that. He says, until you told me about that man before you went out to Crohn's. He says, I couldn't go on a family holiday. And I wouldn't know that story because I don't know all about fibromyalgia, Crohn's disease, hemochromatosis. There's a lot of stuff I don't claim to know about. But when you hear the stories, you do know about them. Like fibromyalgia is big. It's anti-inflammatory foods massively help it. But your man couldn't go on family holidays no more because he used to go to the toilet over 100 times a day. 100 times a day. Every time the plane was going up, he had to go to the toilet. Every time he's in the airport, there was a handling because he's either running to the toilet or missing the boarding, and to find out how far away the toilet was from check-in and all that. He's just sick of it. Couldn't eat no fries, all the rest. And the next minute, he was just going to the toilet normally, like a 3 times a day. And he just couldn't believe it. He had his first fry, and I think it was about 5
He didn't
years.
need to get a bag on or anything?
No.
No bag?
No. I don't know enough about the bag before, you mean, or after?
Well, sometimes when it gets that bad with Crohn's disease and all, they can't help it to put a bag on you.
No, well, he probably should have had a bag if he wanted to go on flights, but he just had enough of it. He just has cancelled the thing, and he went and says to his wife to book a holiday. He's ready to go on holidays.
Brilliant.
Swear to God, sir. Unreal.
Hey, was there ever a time that you thought, like you're on about making it and mess in the kitchen and all that, and the stuff you couldn't put on your bottles, like immune boosters and stuff like that?
Aye.
Did you ever think about like, fuck this, I'm not doing it anymore?
I couldn't. No, I want to. No.
Because if you did, stories like that would make you just keep doing it. Hey.
Well, that's it. You see, stories like I do make you keep doing it. Like you've got. There's two ways of looking at it. On one hand, I've got a book down there of reviews, and we can go over it now in a wee while whenever you look at it, and they will just blow your mind. There people's names is on it, where they're from's on it. There is there's photographs there of people sending me messages through things. They're all natural reviews. On one hand, you've got that. On the other hand, you're starting to learn about European legislation, and you're like, what? I can't say that garlic's an immune booster. I can't say turmeric's an immune booster. I can't say ginger an immune booster. Beetroot's immune. They're immune boosters, and the roots are better than, in my eyes. I go on to Holland Barrett's, and I have a heap of examples over there in that there box there of stuff that you can turn around, and whenever they put it in a tablet form, they can call it whatever they want. They can call it immune booster.
That's mad, isn't it?
That's bonkers. But like, I'm not gonna be for the changing. I'm only gonna be a wee tiny wee small pond, and I wouldn't even be surprised if I got to the stage that people don't want that out in the market, because like I have massive belief in it. Like that's see the way that there's done there, and filtered water. See whenever it's boiled, the water is completely gone. Do you know what I mean? All the goodness in the water's just changed colour, so it's not water no more. All the flavours right through that full bottle. You might see segments at the bottom of that bottle. That's not the full every day that settles a wee bit more. But see all the rest of it. That's just like, remember your granny years ago would have boiled something, and you seen the difference in the colour. That's and that so the full bottle is full of the pureness. Like I would have been brought up with. There's 11 of us. There was 11 of us got dressed, but we would have been lined up and had to take cod liver oil. You know what I mean? You remember that?
Yeah.
Running down the back of the throat, you'll never forget it. And after that, then we had and the one time, my mother would have made that ginger and lime. So to boost your immune system, and you wouldn't get the flus.
In the winter.
10 people, that's some handling extra workload for her. Like. So I think COVID has changed a lot of our minds and believing in the big pharma kind of crack, because like, jeez, what was going on back in the days, boys, would blow your minds. Like, did you ever watch Dr. Fauci and stuff like that? Like, times I wouldn't watch drama now. I would watch, through documentaries. Jesus, boys, it would blow your mind.
All them jabs and all, so it was just all money.
Jesus, I think now it's like Dr. Berg was saying, you could have between a toddler or maybe just born before pregnancy until you're 18 or 21, you could be up on 60 jabs now to get you functioning.
Just mad. Look at the how busy the HSE is.
That's bonkers. Like,
I've never seen it.
My own town. If you look at things like I don't want to chat too much about the pharmaceutical tablets, because at the end of the day they'll be coming to try and close the bottle down. But at the same time, geez, my own town. What is it? 4 or 5 chemists. Every one of them could have 5 or 6 staff in it. Like, if you imagine money bunliner bags would be full of tablets every day of the week. The more people I know, it's these packs. You go into their house, somebody by the elderly, they open it up, they put a heap for Monday, a heap for Tuesday, a heap for Wednesday.
Yeah.
Boys, I'm not trying to say that this here's to change the wheel. Of course we need our doctors. Of course we need the tablets. But for a wee boost or a wee thing, but most of the time they only mask over the problem, really, don't they? Like, they never cure a problem, don't they? Not.
No.
Yeah.
But the sad reality is, I don't mind anybody for small, but I don't agree with these long term. Like, there's some tablets out there, boys, I'm sure anybody knows anything about statin tablets. Jesus, there's just read up on them. They're terrible. Like, there's the side effects of dementia and everything there on statin tablets, and they're given out for long term.
Mm-hmm. So there's the tablets out there that affect mental health and everything.
Oh, Jesus.
Madness.
There's a couple out there, tramadols, and then one's got a side effect, and then you take another one to counteract that. And if you imagine, Jesus, imagine you're taking 6 of them. What's going on? You're not your normal self.
And what's it doing to your stomach?
Well, that's it. Like, that's what you're doing to your stomach and doing to your liver. And like, the liver is your project manager. That is the main part of your body. No, some of it just doesn't add up. Like, being honest.
Definitely not. Have you seen what would be the most? Would it be arthritis? Did you see the most of this?
Arthritis, massive.
Because I do hear you doing a lot of videos and stuff like that there, and I wanted to know what would be the most that you hear back from it.
Arthritis is massive. But another one I didn't realise how crazy it was as well was fibromyalgia. Seems to come up a lot. But then the more I got onto them, and it's all in them books there, because like I'm learning every day as well. Like if you would ask me anything to do with construction and pipeline, manholes and gullies and back inlet gullies and falls and grades of pipes, 0.2s and all this kind of care, and I would have knew everything to do that. But the more I got on, since I got onto these bottles, I'm learning every day, and I'm massively interested. Like if I was back here in about 2 years' time, you would just be so much more. But one thing I do know is inflammation is the word.
Inflammation's on rheumatoid arthritis.
It's on rheumatoid arthritis, it's on fibromyalgia, it's on Crohn's, it's on nearly everything, boys. So if you can get inflammation out of your body, you will be absolutely
It's a killer.
amazed. That's a
Inflammation is a killer.
And then if you go to, like, I can understand it, if you go to your GP, and you've too much inflammation on your shoulder, you get an anti-inflammatory tablet. How come they don't turn around and say, what should you eat? Stay away from sugar. Just stay away from sugar, because that's just a massive inflames it. Even other wee tips, nothing to do with my bottle. See, at dinner time, like sweet potatoes, cabbage, broccoli, 3M, brilliant anti-inflammatory foods. So if you've got any of them big bad diseases out there, I'm not saying that bottle is going to cure everything. Will it help it? 100% in my eyes, 100% it will. But if you change a wee bit of the habits as well, and stay away from spicy food, stay away from processed foods as much as possible. I know, and that's too much. It's handy today, like, you know what I mean? The temptation's everywhere we go. But
don't be eating it all the time, you're saying. You're not saying that it's your doctor to stop fucking eating that, but if you have that bottle,
yeah, that's it.
a
Like,
shot of that every day and kind of look after your food, you're saying that'll take the inflammation down your body and help you to a healthy lifestyle, I suppose.
Yeah.
But you do seem very educated on now. But the main thing I think I see, and we were trying to figure out, like, the bottle's fucking very popular, like, and it is growing. But I think it's you're passionate towards it as well.
No, I don't really think it's my passion.
I think it is, because you are very passionate about it and you're very educated. You know what it is. And I think, see the way you're on about that you're not a doctor and stuff, and it might not cure this, you're honest too. And that's a big thing that people want to hear.
Well, listen, I would be as honest as definite, 100%. Like, a man phoned me there, and he's telling me that the bottles weren't working for him after 3 weeks. And I pushed him. I said, "Go, please." I said, "You went this far now." I said, "Go, just try it another couple of weeks." And I don't want to have to do this for everybody, but like I give him 2 free bottles to get him over that line, like, just to see was it working for him. And your man, he was in a motor. He used to drive motorbikes, and I couldn't believe it. He phoned me back after, and he had years of a build up of inflammation. Wasn't going to be got rid of in a bottle or 2. You know what I mean? It could have been 65 years of age. There's a lot of inflammation in your body at that stage, like, and if it's an anti-inflammatory food and that's chipping away and cleaning up and kind of cleaning all the wee filters, it just mightn't do it in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but it'll get there.
Everybody's different.
Everybody's different, 100%.
Everybody's different, because there could be young people and they can heal quicker, and then there are other people that, as you say, he was a motorbike, he's going to be falling off and knocking knees and fucking hurting legs and the shit like that.
That's it, like, but at the same time, what we're not kind of taught then others when we get older, our metabolism slows down. You come around in winter time, I know we're getting out the other side of it now, but you haven't got the same immune system to fight all the flus and infection as you did whenever you're in your teens. You know what I mean? And like, I had a wild sad story of a boy phoned me one day, and I couldn't believe it. His GP told him, he says he was on 16 tablets and he was always sick, and he says, "Is there anything that I can take to help my immune system?" And I told him, no, there's not. He said, "You're past that." I absolutely could not believe it. Like, you're never past helping to boost your immune system. Like, all and I'm not just saying my bottle. If you didn't like the taste of that bottle, three quarters of the work's there done for you, and in a unique way. So if you wanted to change that taste in it, see if you got 2 cloves. Cloves are very good for you, you know. We anti-inflammatories themselves. You drop 2 cloves onto that, completely change the taste of it. Put a bit of pineapple on it, put a bit of, make it work yourself to suit your own needs. But if you're getting that kind of stuff on you, you're giving some back to your body. You know what I mean? It can't all be what the eyes want and the belly, what the eyes see and the belly wants. You know what I mean? We're all kind of like that. But at the same time, we don't want to go to take all the good stuff because maybe it's not nice for you, but your body needs it, like.
It's only a shot in the morning.
That's it. And that's why I always seen, like, we went out there and I used to always have multivitamins and up on the press and buy them and I go through a wee week's phase of them and
And
open
stop
up
it.
and that's your stop. It's press half full of half empty wee tubs and cartridges. But when that's in a fridge and you paid your 13 euros or whatever, or 14 euros, whatever, and that's in a fridge. Every time you open that fridge, you get a cup of tea in the morning or something in the morning, you're going to open that fridge and that's there staring at you. All you have to do is give it a shake and get it on the day. Bang, job's done for the day. And just do it for that for 30 days. And you'll know yourself then. That's the best thing about it. And never tell anybody to go after 30 days. You know yourself. You'll be amazed. Some amount of people, it's like, when we go through them reviews, who's that? Does any of you know the boy that place that I met him up in the Glendace? Plays darts for the Donegal team and he got on to the Ireland team. And he had tried to get onto the Ireland team, and he was he had a wee tweak in his shoulder, wee twinge in his shoulder, and he started them. He was on them air bottles, leading up until the trials for Ireland team. And he says to me that he got onto it, and he never played better darts. And he says to him, "I go and do me a favour, as you wouldn't give me a wee shout out here for it whenever I was up doing the Glendace." He says he went back down, but it was last in the rain that day. He never came back. But I'd love if you're out there, I'd love to get
I have a problem with rotator cuff, right? And I'll say now, I'll start the bottle.
Right on.
You have what?
My rotator cuff up here, I have it for, I'd say, a year and a half.
Well, listen.
I can do weights, but it's always...
I think you know what's there.
That's one of the hardest parts to get fucking healed. You can do weights, but it's sore all the time.
And
So
you know
I
what?
will start the bottle.
See your shoulders. If you've anything wrong, your shoulders are one of the worst. See if you ever have to go through an operation, your shoulder. See the recovery on it. That's brutal. I know 2 people that had to do it, and so if you've any way of helping that shoulder, and you give it the 30-day trial, I'm sure you'll be.
I'll have a pop at it, and then we'll take you back, and I'll do a clip on it. I'll be throwing darts in for Spain. Come here, Paddy. Many shops now, and all together, and how far do you go?
I'd say there must be. There's at least 25 shops. Some of them is how far would they go? We're actually down in Castle Blaney at the minute, but
Is that the farthest?
that's the farthest. A man knows a man, kind of thing, and we kind of work hard to get it there. Go up in Donegal town. There's a new shop there now. We've got a new shop in Belfast because of a man I can't go around and go drive all these places, so we'll try and make it work. If somebody knows somebody and can help.
Where in Belfast?
The shop's
Falls Road, no?
No, can't remember the name of it. It's only after going there about 2 weeks ago. Some man meets me halfway and brings it till it's a friend of his. That's what it is. Then son Uri as well. It's going well. There's some of the shops that's looking for it, but I just can't get it.
They don't sit long, do they?
Aye?
They don't sit long.
No, they don't sit long.
Like when you stock a shop, there's demand there for people.
Aye, that's it. No, there is a bit demand. Like there's a good demand, and that is because of the reviews. Like, being honest, that's because of the reviews. Like you can imagine it. If there's such stuff out there as inflammation, and then there's another thing out there called anti-inflammatory, and you have to get rid of inflammation, and you put enough anti-inflammatories into a powerful bottle, which it is a powerful bottle because it's
Paddy's Powerful Bottle.
Aye, well, it's been made to cure me, and I've can get rid of ankylosing spondylitis. Right, Jesus, I can get rid of a lot of other stuff because that is one of the worst. Anybody that's got it or knows anybody that's got it knows how bad that is. It's just like getting up out of your chair. If you're waking up with ankylosing spondylitis, you can't even lie on a Sunday morning and look on your phone, like, because you're that sore and stuff. You can't turn around. You can't go for a second sleep. You have to get out of bed. And when you get out of bed, you would have put on your socks. And that's the seeds. It's a depressing illness, like.
But you're totally different now.
Bonkers.
And you're off the jab.
And I'm off the jab.
Right, I'm going to take a shot of this bottle now before we go for a wee break, folks, to see if I...
Give it
Can
a
I
good
ask
shake
one
there
thing?
now before you go in.
Check away there. Energy levels.
But that's it. Energy levels is going through the roof.
I know
for people.
is it a stupid question because it's doing so good for your body? Or?
That's cleaning your body. It's like servicing your body.
So energy levels will spike.
Energy levels is brilliant. Like, there's a taxi driver used to be telling me that there were 6 of them up in Letterkenny, and they're all into taxi drivers who all drink their energy drinks and monster drinks and coffee and all the rest to get them through the night.
They're so popular too, monster drinks.
Oh, stop.
I'm bad with them. I need to go. I might go off it for now
Oh,
too.
Jesus.
I'm going to do a lot of stuff.
He's a priest. Going to go a priest too.
What are you going
But
to
like,
do?
honestly, like,
Come an altar boy.
I'll
see,
become a
we-
priest then. Oh, cut that part. Inflammation on my dick.
For fuck's sake.
I have a swollen foreskin, you know. What do you see now? We're going to go for a wee break, so I'm going to take a wee shot of this and see if anything changes. It does, Paddy.
Well, there's a heap
You
of
just throw that cake, throw that crate
John,
up
on
the
the
house.
cup. Put it on the cup, yeah.
I was sure third edition.
You don't know we dab it in.
I'll drink it. You keep that bottle in it, so you can. So you're going to go on it now for the next 4 weeks. Now's the time to throw it in. That's the way I do it in the morning. Just give it a shake.
Right, I shake it on it. So
Is it, what about anything to lose weight or anything? And you don't, you take 4 or 5 bottles.
I'll take a full crate there. It should just lost it on me, Paddy. Tell me when to stop.
How many days do you want now?
Oh. What's it taste like?
It's grand, to be fair.
And you know what?
What's it taste like? Oh,
People say like a Bloody Mary.
You can taste it. I can taste a bit of lime.
you're old boy.
Oh, sorry. I'm dead in the bed.
Hey, what's Maffa? What's it like?
Nice.
Bearable.
You drank it. Tell him to drink one, Paddy, because
Go
he
on,
said he wouldn't. He
go
said
on.
he wouldn't drink
Go on,
one.
give it a wee shake.
Go on,
and
buddy,
I'll
drink
drink
one.
one a day.
Tell me this, Paddy. Migraines.
No, listen, be honest, I would love to turn around and say to you.
You never heard anything
no,
about
I
it?
never heard it. Never heard anything about it. I know what migraines is. You get wild bad pains and you have to get onto a dark room and stuff like that. I don't know if migraines has anything to do with inflammation at all. I don't know that.
Well, I suffer bad one.
Really?
He doesn't chat to anybody. Switches off his phone, goes into the dark room.
I'm really bad one. Like,
That's a sum. That's
I'm
tight.
really bad one, but
I know a boy I used to work with was the same way.
I would love to try it. See, be good to see.
You know what? The best way I could say to you about anything is educate yourself on it. You get into YouTube and you find out. Like if migraines is to do with inflammation, or if there's another thing that's brilliant, or see kinesiologists. Kinesiologists exist, folks. I swear to, I'm telling you, I swear to God. See the amount of people out there that's intolerant. I know a man that was down with, we were down the Barbara O'Neill, right? We're down for 2 days. The man sitting behind us. Got talking to him and the next thing he had lupus disease. His wife worked in the chemist, and he told me, he's actually from Donegal. I'm not even mention his name now because I'm not sure if I can or I'm supposed to. But he told me that he went to a kinesiologist and they'd having tablets and a stronger tablet until he got to this tablet that was like nearly an end of life kind of tablet, a bad tablet. And his wife said, no, hold on, man, there's something else. You can't just be going to tablets. A kinesiologist. He did no more believe, typical man's man.
Right.
Wasn't going to go and believe a kinesiologist putting magnets on you or checking your hand and all the rest. He went to a kinesiologist. She told him to go off wheat. He was off wheat for over 6 weeks. And we tired of off because there's so many stuff in it. But after 6 weeks, it changed his life back to full-blown normality, but just because of kinesiologist. And there's people out there could be intolerant to my bottle, and that could be onions. It wouldn't be the bottle; it's because you're intolerant to their onions or garlic.
Yeah, so
There's a possibility.
just in case you do get a fucking.
Well, you get a wee bit of cramp. You'd kind of know. You'd kind of know, and that's a possibility what it is.
Pitch that him, and then we'll go for a wee pee break, and we'll come back and see.
See, there you go. And you know what? See, be honest.
Hey, all honesty, I'm not just saying it because you're sitting there.
It's not that bad.
That's not bad.
I know the best thing about it. See, if that's your very first thing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine when you're looking at
we used to it
4
then.
days later? You're just throwing back.
It's not bad. Like.
It's late. I'm getting what am I getting? Lemon.
Well, as my sister always says, when we got that there, when we had a fine tune it, she says, "There's no point in having this big kick that somebody thinks, oh, it's great because it's very strong. You can't take it." She says, "No matter how good it is, if I can't drink it, I'm not going to take it." So we had to find the right balance, and we believe we do. Listen, that's why there's different ingredients. Everybody's taste buds is different, but I'm glad you like it.
Hey, I'm not but I'm being deadly serious when I say that's not. I enjoy it. That's nice.
It's not bad. Like
It's. I thought, oh shit, I don't want to take
for
this.
80 mil is it?
80 mil a day for 30 days, you'll see the difference. That's your shoulder, you'll be playing darts for Spain, you say.
Right, we'll go on a wee break, folks. Thanks for Paddy for calling up, and thanks for sponsoring this week's episode. But we're going to see if there's any changes with these bottles. We're only after our first drink.
And if you do see them on a shop, folks, and on your shelf, try them. Try your 30-day trial, because I'm actually going to try it. Energy levels. I go to the gym 5 days a week, but I'm fucking
Fucking wild dust in here.
That's your
Goes to
voice,
Jim
actually.
McLean's house playing darts.
Listen, my energy levels the past couple of weeks have been fucking shocking, sir. But I do go to the gym. But I would like a boost, so...
Right, come here, see the beat there? That's the one thing. What I want to push that there into the sports people, right? That there help you get the extra 10% the man that you're marking beside you, because the beetroot's known for boosting athletic performances and boosting your stamina. It's scientifically proven.
Don't think it's so.
We'll chat about that in a second.
Tuesday, I wouldn't eat beetroot if you paid me all the money on this side of fucking Duncan Ealy. I could drink that. That's a good way of getting into you, man.
Good way to get into
Isn't it
this,
though?
boys.
That's it.
I don't even taste it.
That's perfect.
Like all I'm tasting there is, I don't know what I'm tasting,
Exactly,
but it's
it's a
not. I
mixture of
swear, I'm not even laying out. It's not even that bad.
No. Right, folks. See you in the second half. Get a wee pee.
How you doing there, folks? Welcome back to episode 88. Again, we want to say a massive thanks to Paddy for calling down, and again for jumping on, sponsoring a wee podcast. We do appreciate it. And again, folks, if you do see Paddy's Powerful Bottles about in shelves, give it a go. Give it a 30-day trial. And Paddy reckons once you give a 30-day trial, you won't look back.
It's not going to kill you.
We just before we get done the other things, what kind of stood out to us was the reviews. The honest reviews of some people. Paddy
Has look on the mount of them. It just goes to show you how what's the
like
bottles
Paddy,
are.
yeah, he screenshots them and then prints them out. It's a great idea, to be fair.
Had they? It's a good,
So we're just going to read out a couple of them here. So I'll read this one here, and Marty can read that one.
and they all give permission
Do you?
to.
So you don't mind?
No,
Will we name them?
You can name them.
All
That's
right.
with every one of them. Anybody you see is allowed to be named.
Julie Tinney, I've suffered with hip pain for years and started taking your bottle in September. I noticed a difference within the first 2 weeks. I haven't had your bottle in just over a week due to being sick, and the hip pain is back today, bad as it ever was, unbelievable. I'm going back on it this evening, and I won't be doing without it again. It's just amazing the effect it has on the body.
There you
Now,
go.
like that's real people.
Oh, come here. There's a.
That's one of thousands, isn't it?
Oh, come here. Look
Look at that, look at
you-
this.
You could randomly pick anyone on there. Randomly, you can pick anyone on there. There's some of them with green tags on, so some of there's kind of some of my favourites. But if you just there's Maria Scanlon from County Kerry, must get it posted. It works for sure. I'm on it since last November. I have MS. I see a huge difference and less symptoms. My mum has eczema on her hands and it's gone, and she has arthritis in her back. She says she's not in as much pain. We believe in us. Great to see the results.
So you're even saying eczema there too.
Oh, it's brilliant for eczema. Like, see for psoriasis. I have a family member that is on and was well into psoriasis and tried everything, all the light therapies, the creams, the lotions, and the whole shebang. And the psoriasis is, you can't get rid of psoriasis, but you can keep psoriasis at bay.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many different reviews, but anybody out there who's psoriasis, folks, in all honesty, that's a torture. You don't like going to weddings wearing dresses, or even the men, you know what I mean, lying in bed on a summer evening, you know, when the house gets all, the house gets all really heated upstairs, humidity. And I say, a man stopped me in Achnacoy, and he showed me a picture of us before and after, and even in this here book, there's a picture of before and after. But
I have one here from Thomas. I have been suffering from erectile dysfunction for years, and since I've started taking Paddy's Powerful shots, I have been riding the wife and my neighbours 3 or 4 times a week.
You took a bit of that before the thing.
Jesus Christ!
Hey,
Fucking
there's some reviews. You wouldn't know what it could help
look
you
at
on.
this. It's working for me already. What the fuck? Boys, get on this bottle, look. I'm as hard as a snail's back.
Hey, if you suffer from erectile dysfunction, folks, get on Paddy's Powerful Bottles.
Look at that. That bottle will balance on top of that.
And if you can smell anything bad, that's what that is. Paddy, just a quick question: age
Over 4s in nutrition, or nutrition.
Oh, that's young, right?
Or nutritionists would recommend over 4s, a wee bit of smaller dose. Like,
right.
anybody that's bad chronic inflammation, don't be fear. You're not going to overdose on it, and that's not me trying to tell you to get rid of a bottle. If you want to speed up the results, I would drink a wee bit more. Me personally, I would take mine in the morning. But if I went on at lunchtime and took an ocean, I would just take another swig.
Right,
You know what I mean? That's the way I go. Like,
Mm.
there's a night shift worker there, or nursing homes. always sore backs, legs, etc. Since taking the bottle, less pain, more energy, and sleeping better. Sleeping better is a massive one that I wasn't expecting.
Jeez, yeah, Mava.
Sleeping.
Sleeping better is unbelievable.
Do you get a lot of that, do
A
you?
while of that, unreal amount of that. Far more. Than
Marty
that.
does it.
What about
practice.
snoring? You hear anything about snoring? No.
No, I've never heard that.
Oh, jeez, because I'll be taking 5 bottles after the wife will fucking chuck me out.
And through your eye.
Hmm? I'll be injecting them like a junkie.
Right, you do bar sleep at night, Mava.
No, not well.
There's listen, some of the best things you could be doing. Like you could have an average old bad old day, and, something's going wrong and all the rest. And next, a phone call about somebody's health and what it's doing to him is just unreal. Like one of the craziest stories I had the whole time was there's just your typical mother on a Sunday. She was elderly. She was down the country. She phoned me and asked me, "Who's got any bottles in the Grove filling station in Virginia?" And I says, I'm saying there would be. They haven't told me they're out. She says, "But is there 12 there?" I said, "Geez, what do you want 12 for? I'd only recommend you take 2 if you're far away.
Bottles.
Take 1 for 1 week, or 1 for the first week, and 1 for the second. If you're going down the country to Dublin,
Right,
you couldn't get it. Anyways, no. She says no. Her family's going to get it. And she says, and I'll tell you why. Every Sunday they went over she'd make the tea and the scones, and she'd be holding on to the worktop because she had sore arthritis pains. And one of her son-in-laws says, "What are you drinking that jungle juice for?" And she says, "Well, I don't know." She says, "But I'm going to give it a go, and I've tried everything else." So every Sunday they were over, and every Sunday they could see the difference in her. She wasn't held on to the worktop as much. She could go over to hand over the cup of tea, and she's very independent because anybody else could do it and let her sit down. But no, she wanted to be the one to do it. By week 4, she wasn't holding on to the worktop. 12 people in that house that night got a bottle each because they seen it with their own eyes. I swear to God.
Fuck, here's another one here. My son had very low immune system. Every cold virus infection he got, he was never a day well 3 weeks after taking He was never a day well 3 weeks after taking the Powerful Bottle. He's a new person and a lot more energy. Sleeping great, no sinus infection or congestion. I really recommend this bottle, but give it at least 3 weeks to get on the bloodstream. So there you
Anything
go.
for dyslexia, no?
Nah, I don't think he can get it.
Marty would need to put it on
He's
his
got
eyes.
dyslexia. What I want to do is whenever I get time, I want to categorize it. I want to categorize it into the stories of diabetics. Stories. There's another one there. Like started your bottles last year. I had plagued with psoriasis on my knees and elbows for 20 years and sore joints. This girl is Noel Ferguson from Derry. And on my 3rd bottle, and psoriasis just disappeared. The aches and pains are 80% better. Now the question is, what is the recipe? Because I'm going to Australia in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, fuck.
What I want to do is I want to get the reviews on psoriasis, diabetics, fibromyalgia, arthritis, your general aches and pains, your general well-being, and sleeping, and so that somebody asks me, I can just go straight to it, bang. Like it's only massively really been out there for a year, and you've got this. Like look at that there. Look that there's somebody. That's a picture of week 1 psoriasis, week 2, week 3, and there must be over on there. And then there's week 4. Look at week 4. It's bonkers, like.
Fuck
Do you know
me,
what I mean? And so yeah, that's the goal as for to keep going. Like it's amazing. So it is.
My wee niece was like, you wouldn't believe, with psoriasis, eczema and stuff. Like broke, like it would break your heart for the creator. Like, and she's only a wee young girl. Like,
and is you gonna try her and us?
She, I think, like she was going to go in and stuff for treatment and stuff, and like she was really, really bad, struggling with and stuff. I'm gonna say there more about starting her.
Oh, definitely. Hey, you could listen.
That's why I asked why age. I don't know if what age.
100%. And the biggest thing about this here too is it's not reinventing the wheel, boys. The folk over in India has been using this for centuries, hundreds of years. They know all this, and like we're over here, we're classed as the Western people because anything wrong with us, typical Irish, academic grand. It's like how long is that shoulder? A
year and a half, even more.
You know what I mean? Like a year and a half, and you it'll be grand, it'll go away. It's obviously it's not going away. You know what I mean?
No.
So
rotator cuff, it's called. It's fucking poison.
We're stubborn cunts too. But
we are like, but over there they've big massive belief in superfoods, and superfoods exist and anti-inflammatory foods, like, and all the way through. I just give them a go. Just 1 month out of your life. Just give it a try.
Give it a try. Come here, Paddy. Are you full time with us, and is it family based? Just to work for you.
Aye, it's a family based. No, listen, there's staff here now that's outside the family because it's gotten so big. Like if there's,
Many chatting.
I'd say there's 5 of us anyways. Maybe me myself and 6, maybe kind of 1.5. You could go up onto 7. Maybe a delivery driver. You could go up onto 8.
Many days a week.
It used to be 7 days a week. To be honest, I would say my last day off was last Sunday. Was first Sunday and nearly just over 9 months. Because there's always something to do. You're always prepping.
Yeah.
You're always getting something ready, and their shops are looking for bottles, and you're just getting the messages. Some shops are good organisers, and they tell you, listen, we're running low. Some as say we're out, and because it's my first product out in the market, I don't want somebody coming 20 minutes to drive to a shop and they're not done the shop. Then I get a bad name, the bottle get a bad name, and they're not going to come back to the shop. So I was consumed by, we have to make enough to meet demand. There's no point in putting them into a shop and then, they'll not be back until maybe Wednesday, which was happening in some shops. And that's why we won't take on no more shops now. We want to look after the shops we have, so it stops the people coming from. You see, we had wee spots. Just say, for instance, we've one there in Lufford. Well, like, there's none up round our floor now. And like, we can't just go and put one on every different spot. So it's kind of, go there, and that's all right. We down there.
Can I take you back there, Paddy? He says you had 1 day off in 9 months. But it goes to show you, from you taking injections and not being able to move or stretch in the morning to not taking a day off, and 1 day off in 9 months goes to show you how much your life's changed. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God, that's.
You know what I mean? Like, 1 day off, and if you think of 1 day off, folks, in 9 months, and that man used to take injections and get up early in the morning to take stretches, goes to show you what the powerful bottles.
Hey, have you ever stocked a shop and you were like, how are they going already?
Oh, I have. I went to Acknacloy one time, and it was just like I was running late, and they knew it was coming. And it was, you know what? It was a proud moment too, in a way, because it got to prove that people listened, people were willing to give it a try, people were talking about it, and they knew it worked because they just seen the van, and next thing you could see the doors, next thing you could see the doors opening, and you could go up to the shop, and next thing there's people going up and pulling bottles out of the crates, and we're talking to the counters, and then I was there chatting away to ones. Jesus, some of the stories you hear is just class, unreal. Yeah,
I know you're obviously very active on social media.
Yeah,
does that help?
I should have listen. I was pure like I turned around. Oh, 100%. The only reason, but you see, my funny thing was, you can ask me a question live or even now, it's been live. Like, I didn't, believe us or not, I didn't do TikTok or Facebook or nothing. I wasn't even on any of them before the Making Defective blocks. Only I had to go on that to highlight the plight that we were in. And then when that was over, well, the account was there. Then I had a bit of platform. It was never meant to be there. And then when I started putting out the bottles, there's people there who was kind of following me anyway. So when they were kind of asked the question, what's he at these days? Oh, he's making a juice. What's the juice? So it was.
It's mad the way you say it's not meant to be there.
Aye, just
because it's not meant to. That wasn't supposed to happen.
No, it wasn't.
No, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point.
Pure. God, no. Some people could say maybe a bit of karma, because you know, for years you were just fighting a cause against it. Like,
against the wind.
Aye, you felt like you were swimming against the tide all the time. Like, it was exhausting. That was just exhausting. You're waking up every day was a fight. So, like, to me now, the social media was just unreal. It was brilliant. Like,
that's great for
boosting your followers. And
so you take a glass a day, you take a shot a day, Paddy, and then if it was there, you take one and all.
No bother. I would surely to God.
Very good day. Don't worry about it. I'll cut it out. Say anything bad there now you want to say, and I'll cut it out.
I used to touch my dick in mass years ago.
I'm clipping that.
What?
There's a lot of well-known people now taking these bottles. There's Eamon O'Kane, the boxer, Paul McCluskey, the boxer. They have got the Eamon Loughran, that won the middleweight title and defended it. Won a world title. It's not to be snuffed at. Them boys know what to eat and what's good for your bodies. That's 3 fine athlete boxers. You follow me in the Begley's been taking it. Margot. I was talking to her on the phone for nearly 10 minutes, and listen, who else? Noel Cunningham was on it. There's been a lot of well-known people taking it. And that's, hey, come here, listen. We're all in the one boat. We're all, our health's our wealth. That's just as simple as it. Doesn't matter. We're no different than us.
You
But
have two more well-known people thinking now. So you're sports people, all kind of sports, get them on it. The fuck.
sports people is a massive, massive thing that I wanna.
That's your big push.
That's a big push because like I gave up football too young. I used to love sports, like I used to love running. I used to love football, and because of my illnesses, I couldn't go on too long. Like there's a brilliant man I look up to massively down in my valley, like Joe Doherty. He's playing football and he's I think he's maybe not 50, but I think he's about 48. I mean, people like that, and these other boys standing on the sidelines and they might be watching people playing at 40 years of age. You can still play on this when they get 40 years of age. To get out and have a bit of crack and kick away the ball, and if you can get anti-inflammatory foods under you, and not even that, you far like see them people that plays Gaelics and play stuff. You far less a chance of getting an injury if
You're boosting your recovery.
Protection as well.
You're boosting your recovery as well. Like
Because if you're going to be, obviously, if you're playing football in your 40s, which I feel it all the time, like you're going to be inflammation in your body, your knees, your everything. So I'd say it would be
for the head.
and for the head too. You're getting a good clean body. They want to get a good clean athletes. Like and it's.
I've been getting out and fucking.
Well, especially when you're talking about a beat rate orientated bottle. Beat rate is massively boosting the athletic performances and boost stamina. So that alone is massive. That's kind of why I based the beat bottle around beat rate because I'm really trying to push on. Like I've got the Ulster All-Star Awards. We're sponsoring that now. And that's a big black tie event and all. Like and the big chairman of the can't mind his name. I would try and sponsor, not to say sponsor anything, but if anybody ever thinks of anything that benefits clubs or benefit me, I like to try and get my name out. Fair enough, I probably can't take on no football teams now. I've got a couple of wee football teams that's going to take on their logos on the tops, stuff like that. The Giants and the ice hockey and Derry, they're going to be sponsoring them as well. And that All-Star's going to be a big night, like big awards, and that's kind of some fine players and that. Like.
Brilliant.
No, sure
Well, let me tell you one thing, folks. Just on that note, there, I'll tell you, your Monsters or your fucking your Red Bulls and all that. There's not going to sponsor your fucking local football team. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. They're not like. I've had to try and tell one thing to younger ones, folks, is try and educate yourself on stuff like Monster drinks and Red Bulls. I used to take boosts when I was younger and thinking, oh, sure, I'll be grand. My body's machine is grand.
Get you through the day.
Jesus, the harm it does. It hits your kidney. Your kidney's like, what the jeez you just gave me there? It's an overload of sugar. That'll end up damaging your pancreas. Your pancreas gets damaged. That can't produce insulin. And if you can't produce insulin, the next thing you're a diabetic. And there's no going back.
You can't reverse it.
Can't reverse it. But there has been people, and on these here notes here, there's type 2 diabetics that were on the verge of going for insulin, and it reversed it. Honestly, because it reversed it, they have to keep an eye on the sugar levels and all the rest. And it's that word again, folks. Anti-inflammatory.
Anti-inflammatory is the big one.
Gym goers.
Listen, same thing. That's what beats it orientated, because I based the bottle around a 3-pronged attack, right? Number one, you've got the winter, and that does help to keep away the flus and infections. And that there's where your garlic and your ginger kicks in massively. Then you've got in your summertime, then people want to go out and they do their jogging and their running and stuff like that there. And that's even the elderly people want to exercise, go out walking your dogs. Like the dog needs a walk and you need a walk. So you want to be fit to go out and give it a walk. So it helps to take away the aches and pains. So, and that's the winter. And the winter and the summer, what was I say the three-pronged attack there, was that your aches and pains and your athletic performances. Athletic performance is a big one that I want, that people wouldn't think. A lot of people out there think that's for elderly people, for their aches and pains. It's not just for aches and pains. That's to boost athletic performance
and recovery. I know you've put a lot on this bottle, but do you ever think about starting another bottle?
100%. I always do.
Yeah.
A couple of, but I don't think I'll ever be fit to. You know, I don't know when I'll
That's
be fit
good
to.
though. That's a good complaint, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I have a couple of freaking.
Did you think it would get this big?
Never in a million years. No, I thought, like, being honest, I thought it'll definitely help the people in the local town. It'll definitely help the people in the next local town, and they'll be talking about it, and they'll take a wee bit. I thought it was just gonna be like an old remedy that every town will know about. But I'd still have to do my day-to-day job. Never in a million years did I think, because young people now in their 30s and 35s and 40s, I thought it would have been elderly people, but more and more people's getting into their health now. I see. The more I...
it's younger
See the gym
generation.
goers.
Yeah.
See, that's why I was on about gym. Every young person in the gym.
It's unreal. Like, say back in the 90s, like, there wouldn't have been half as many gym goers.
No.
A lot of people would
Sure,
have been in
I'd
the pub.
fucking drinking cider in the field.
Aye, exactly. I'd smoking fags at half time.
Mm.
And drinking
That's
maybe,
true.
some of the carry on was going on in the 90s, but you wouldn't see it now. People are getting more health conscious,
Yeah.
and that's why the bottles is doing so well. So now, thank God, I'm delighted. I don't have to go down to Dublin Road at 3:30 in the morning no more. You know what I mean? And get out in the freezing cold, my hands frozen at me, and you land in Dublin and there a load of concrete sitting waiting on you.
So will there be a wee side off bottle? Do you think?
I don't know.
Down the line?
Down the line, I'd love for it to be one, and I'd love to tell you, but there's somebody going to steal the idea because it's not going to be like that. There's a couple.
Yeah.
There's other wee things.
That's
It's
good.
not just going to be a wee smaller version of that. There's a couple other wee things, but they're harder to work. But maybe we'll see in the future.
Maybe.
That's good. Paddy, I think you fucking really get. As I said before, you're very fucking well educated on it.
You know how I got well educated? It's like there's a Positive Life magazine there. The Barbara O'Neill will be on that there. So sure, we would have got. She's a full blown article on that. And I got talking to your man. We're lucky enough. We got. We got an advertisement on as well.
Right.
But now because of the advertisement and because he's watched what we're seeing and he believes in it, we're getting a full article and it now next month. They only do 4 a year and we're getting on that. And folks, just now when we are closing up, that's only me saying it. Listen, I've listened to Dr. Berg, Barbara O'Neill, Gary Brecka. Gary Brecka is a as class as Mr. Universe, right? He was a human biologist. Whenever he was over in America, he would have taught people. He was head of an insurance company, so he would have decided if he was going to take insurance off any one of three of us. You know, you've bad shoulders, or say your friend there had. What did he say? He had
Cystic fibrosis.
Cystic fibrosis, and it goes from genes. If you have bad genes, stuff like that, he would decide who that they're going to insure and who they're not. He was just sick of that job because it was always he was kind of nearly could determine how long you'd have to live, the way you're eating and what you're at. So he decided to change the whole shebang and went out and tell people how your body works, what's causing this inflammation, what's this here, tells you more about drinking water. He's a wealth of knowledge. Like if you're lying on there now and you've got a chance of watching the soaps, the extenders, park that, stick on the YouTube, type on your Gary Breckas, your your Barbara O'Neill's, your Dr. Berg's, and then you get then these certain things popping up, and then scientists and doctors. There's a lot of this is well proven. It's all well proven stuff, and it can help change you, like change your mentality, change your habits. Habits is a big thing, boys.
Oh, it's definitely we know all about it.
You
it's easy to get into a rut, like, do you know what I mean? That's it, like, and you feel in the rut.
You do. You don't.
You know.
Like, you do. You don't feel. You don't realize what your body is capable of whenever you can get out of the rut. You know, and like, be honest, eating. Like, I'm no angel. Like, I could open a packet of biscuits at 9 or half 9 at night, maybe watching a film and a cup of tea, next thing, empty the full packet. You know what I mean? It's a disaster. It's just bad habits going to bed, and then you get up, you're not feeling great. But if you can cut out the bad habits, everything's easier.
That is true. Hey, I said in the last episode too, where over Christmas I got into a bad rut, but not even like takeaways and fucking not doing this and that. But I'm back. He was laughing. I'm back at the gym for 4 weeks. See, even your skin.
Aye.
Everything.
Just everything is mad when you get out of the rut. Like,
yeah,
that's mad. Like when people say, "Oh, you get in the rut," you're in a fucking rut.
Well, that's it. But you see, it's up to every one of us. We can't
change
say
in now.
It's up to every one of us. Like, you need a wee bit of willpower and a wee bit of bad habits. You don't have to go completely clean all the rest, but just kind of tweak a couple of wee habits, and that's why this is one of the easiest habits I see to change, because when you open that fridge, that's there. That's why I always want to put it in a glass bottle, because glass is always better.
100%.
And I wanted to mix on, it's on the fridge. No powder or nothing like that there added on top. There's all pure natural ingredients, and that's just if you make a mess of the rest of the day and you take your takeaways, at least you've got on.
Good.
You feel
But
good.
it's all about consistency too. If you're consistently going to the gym, you're going to see benefits. So if you're consistently drinking that every day,
did you get new runners again?
No, I didn't. If you're you delivered them, you did. If you're consistently drinking that,
so you didn't get new runners.
You're winning. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You're constantly going to the gym. You're going to see benefits. If you're constantly drinking that, you're going to see benefits. Obviously, with all these reviews, not the amount of them, it's obviously working for people. Like, you know what I mean.
Try it yourself. As you say, 30-day trial, folks. Try it, DC. What's the worst can happen? Paddy, before we go, we ask every special guest 3 very important questions, and we're looking forward to yours.
Take your trunks off, remove your glasses, and let me smell your helmet.
It's bound to be a cut moment there, isn't it?
What is your favourite takeaway?
My favourite, I'm prone to an odd Chinese now myself now.
Oh, Chinese.
What's the order?
The order is the house special, a bit of everything.
Oh, yeah,
Just
that's a
wee
good
bit of
answer.
everything,
Where's that in Cairn?
Good. It's,
What's it called?
The Garden Chinese in Cairn.
Chinese nicer, same as me.
Just not once a week, once Saturday night.
Aye, way nice. Oh, give us another one. Any burgers or sausages or anything?
No, that's kind of that's raw Chinese. Oh, well, I'll be a chicken fillet burger, man. That's
House special, just everything in it, like a wee munchie box.
House curry, is it?
no house special. You get a bit of prawn, you get a bit of chicken, you get a bit of meat, and along a bit of noodles and a bit of chips, and that's it. Wee bit of variety.
Never had
Variety's
it.
the spice of life.
Didn't
Then
think you'd
wash
like
it
that
down
for-
in with a wee bottle of Paddy's
What's
Power.
doing that about that? It's all about the balance.
And that doesn't remove the takeaway you just did, just in case anybody's asking. Or it doesn't get rid of a hangover. Cut that out.
Pringles. What's your favourite flavour of Pringle?
I've gone away off.
Ginger flavour.
Ginger flavour.
Garlic crisps.
Just waiting for them to do a beetroot flavour now, so.
Even crisps. Are you a big crisp man?
Aye, Monster Munch.
Oh.
Monster Munch and hula hoops and the sauce.
Barbecue hula hoops.
Aye, the barbecue hula
The
hoops.
salt. Did you ever taste the cheese and onion hula hoops?
No.
Green ones.
Aye.
They're unreal.
They're
Really?
unreal. lad.
Oh,
Oh,
I couldn't.
they're underrated.
There.
No,
But you'd eat 4 bags of them.
The wee small ones, you did 8 of them.
They're nice.
But everything's big now.
I have big
noticed that?
share bags.
You couldn't eat a wee bag. You need the share bag,
The
man.
wee bags, sure, by the time you open the packet.
Aye, all the airs in them, you four of them.
That's
Four of
true.
them.
though. Share bags are for your sale, like. They're
definitely-
massive, though.
Aye, there's share bags are for yourself. Like.
And the Twixes and bars are now getting smaller. Do you notice that? Mars
You
bars are smaller.
need to get off all that bad stuff, but you don't do the clean
Or
jacket.
I mean,
Take a ginger, man. Take a
Hey,
ginger.
just because it's February now, you can't be running.
What are you going to go out for then, Paddy, just before you leave?
Oh, jeez, that's a good
He's
question.
Lent's now.
Lent.
I don't do it.
You know what? Hey, I'm going to try and go after that alcohol again. I like getting up fresh. And alcohol
That's
causes
a
plenty
buzz,
of
isn't it?
inflammation.
Aye, that's an inflammation
It
fucking
is an
cover.
inflammation thing, you know. And you get up, you'll do more.
You might take the inflammation down my fat hands
He has swollen hands, look.
all the time.
Oh, see the swellings. I'm not telling you a word of lie. Is that swollen compared to the other one?
The whole lot of, look at the size of them.
Oh, see the swelling. See that bottle for the swellings. You try and tell me, you bet you'll have no swellings in 4 weeks' time. I'd put a bet on you.
Damn airs, like.
I used to take.
Pregnant woman's hands.
I have wear my wedding ring because whenever through the making the flocks when I wasn't making the bottles, I was getting swellings. I would boys my knees and it would change. It could be my wrist. Then it would another time at my hand. But that's one time it hit my fingers, and Jesus, I don't know how I saved it. This year was going black, and then the ball. It was down to milliseconds whether I was going to get this ring off or not. Fair liquid all around it, and I never put it back on since then. I went to put it back on, but my fingers have got a wee bit fatter. That's the only reason they're not back on again.
I've
But for
always.
swellings,
His hands are always, yeah.
Well, by Jesus, this is going to be an interesting one because even if you look through them reviews there, you'll see the amount of people talking about.
Sure, they're like Barbara Streisand's tits, load the size of them.
Take a photo of him and Math in 4 weeks' time. Come back.
Do
and
surely,
do
yeah.
that. Paddy, favourite movie? You're lying on me a fucking garden Chinese Monster Munch.
Ginger
What's on the
flavour
TV?
Pringles.
Favorite movie is hands down. Oh, it's quite you can put it down to 3. Well, on it, Men of Honor.
Good show. Is that 2 people nice? Is that?
Do you know what?
I watched that. Good
I'm
show.
going to go ahead and say that's my favourite film.
That's class.
Men of
Such
Honor.
a true story. And everything.
What a
And
shit
a
show.
man underneath the pressure. And
Oh my- hey, do you know
against
what?
all the odds.
Oh, he kept coming back, yeah.
Oh, he
Aye.
kept coming back, boys.
Hey, the bottle of Paddy's Powerful.
That's what they do. They keep
fucking-
coming back to the fridge for the Paddy's Powerful Bottle.
Give us another one.
Listen, you get the rest of them in the Shawshank Redemption and stuff like that. Like, but the Men of Honor's up there.
That's fucking some show, actually. And I forget about it all the time. Your man's brilliant, though. Your man.
Robert Downey Jr.
or no,
what do you
Cuba
call
Jr.
it? Cuba Jr.
He's
Cuba Jr.
unreal.
Oh, jeez, he's brilliant. And then sure, the man, sure, I still get mixed up in De Niro and Al Pacino.
Aye, De
Right.
Niro.
De Niro, sure, he was brilliant on it. too.
Fuck, actually, I'm going to watch that tonight.
You fuck, you mean your bed.
Oh, that was good there now. Just before we go, folks, we want to say, do you know where I was at the weekend? I don't know if you know, Paddy, because it's Letterkenny. You ever in La Papa's?
Lovely.
Very nice. It's a wee cafe in the town here, and we run it on Sunday and we had a breakfast and all. Lovely environment, lovely food. We go there quite often. And I was in it there on Sunday, and just nice experience. So if you're about, folks, pop on the La Papa and get
It is lovely. I love going in there too. Food's nice.
Folks, just before we go, I want to say a massive good luck and well done to the CYMS Snooker Hall, who actually have world champion snooker player Ken Doherty coming on Friday night for an exhibition in the hall.
Wow.
Very good.
Get a bottle of that and bring it down.
Get down there and see if we get a ball of it.
There's a couple of tickets left, folks, so contact the CYMS. But do you know what? See, when I seen it, I was like, isn't it good that like clubs and halls and that are still happening? You know what I mean?
That's brilliant.
Because they're rare now, I think.
You know what's brilliant? There's a boy down in Buncrana. I have a massive respect for him. Liam Henderson. He teaches young children from 8 to 18 darts without alcohol, just darts, and takes them down into halls. And then when we used to do it, we used to do badminton. Where Roger Mooney used to do it down in Balkan. Now there's somebody else starting to do in Balkan as well. Darts. All them wee halls. There's so little for people to do. There's not even a tennis court in our town in Cairn.
It's mad.
It's bonkers.
But I think COVID was like fucking.
I know, but like, Jesus, you can't do this. Children are far too much onto technology.
I know why.
If you're a good counsellors and you expect the government, then I can get them something to do out in the town, a bit of exercise, like.
That's exactly what I thought of when I thought in the CYMS, and to get Ken Doherty, world champion snooker, snooker player, they Donegal, for a night in, he's going to tell stories about his like past and stuff like that there, and it'll be definitely a good night. Shout out to CYMS. So if you want tickets, check them out. There's only a handful left, and it'll be a great night in store. I'm actually going, and I'm taking my nana because she loves snooker. So I'm looking forward to it. So check it out, folks, on the CYMS Facebook page. And another thing too, just Eric on Dancing with the Stars. Don't forget to vote whenever the lines open on Sunday night. Text Eric to 53125. And yeah, again, Paddy, anything else you want to add before you go?
No,
you touched on it. You're very, very. We're hard. We're like fucking really. I was going to say slow, but that's definitely not. That's a bad word. What the fuck? Cut that out, shit. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man?
You'd rather as well cut that part out, John.
Man, that's horrible.
You tell my daddy's burnt.
I'm telling you, but I actually hope you save all these wee clips that just
they're all
that just knocked out. But he's not saving them for later on in the future.
No, fuck, you're arrested. Oh man, for fuck's sake, what a way to end. Jesus Christ, too far, man. I'm clapping. Oh, Jesus Christ. Paddy, thanks very much for calling down that. We really, it's educating us.
Educating us, right.
But you're very, I think you're very well educated on it, and you're so passionate about it. I think it helps people to try it. Because it's not, when you come, you're not coming.
I'm not claiming to know everything.
No, but you're not.
Learning.
You're learning.
I think they understand that. Like.
You're coming across as you're not bullshitting.
No.
Which is a massive thing. I think.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I'm sure that they probably can see that we're all learning to do with our health and our bodies, you know.
Yeah.
But it's a great story, Paddy, because as you says, it started all with a mica, and then your sister come up with a wee shot, and you started the bottles, and then you had so much with the mica, the problem with the mica, and then your pains, and then the bottle. Now he's doing well, so it's kind of a karma story, as he says.
Aye,
but you know what I mean, like, but
mad, yeah, it's amazing chapter in my life. You know, it's a new chapter now. Before you're just consumed by that. Now it's consumed by this.
Consumed by this, and your house is up. And
that's up. Listen, that's up. Same thing. Big massive shortfall. Same thing. Big knock-on effect. Still, there's no word of 10%. Still the same thing. It's not treated as a crisis that it is. It's not a crisis.
Ridiculous.
Still, that's just an absolute.
They won't even call it pyrite now because
they've
got 100% in Dublin. Mental stuff.
But Paddy, we wish you every bit of success. Continued success with the bottles. Thanks again for calling down. Thanks again for sponsoring the episode.
And don't forget about us when you move to Dubai. You can't.
But again, it was good seeing you again. And it was episode 42 you were on.
42.
And we're on 88 now.
So, what's that? 46 episodes later?
Imagine.
That's
A
good.
totally different story.
That's mad, that's true.
Mad, it is
That's
mad.
true.
And the documentary we done actually in the Defective Blacks on YouTube flew.
Flew, yeah.
That was very, very.
Oh, aye.
That was very. What the fuck's the word? Not common, but
It,
Popular.
popular. Very popular, and a lot of people spoke about that,
Yeah.
which is good on our behalf too to get it out there. But again, as Mary says, a different story this time. And thanks again, and hopefully we'll see you shortly.
Aye, thanks for having me. Be interested to see how you get on with the swollen hands and the cups to shoulder.
Cups on the shoulder.
That's it this week, folks. We'll be back next week. We imagine episode 89. What the
89
fuck?
now.
But thanks again for listening in, folks. And again, if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, we'll chat these in the next one, folks. Peace out.